The NFL is back. Let's get after it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Keg, and we're going to do a parlay play video here. We dropped the PrizePicks video a couple days ago, but I figured we'd do a parlay play video here because they have a free square today. We'll pull it up, we'll talk about it, but they got a free square for Patrick Mahomes today. So anytime they have something like that, you got to jump on it. If you don't have that parlay play account, make sure you use that promo code CashKeg. Get yourself that 100% instant deposit match up to $100 and take advantage of those free squares like that. We'll jump right into it. A lot of injury news here that we're considering what's going on. So we'll jump into that and we'll just talk a few plays. Let's get after it. All right. As you can tell, we have the parlay play desktop up here. One thing I want to talk about again is this free square that they have. Patrick Mahomes free square, pass yards, over half. Take advantage of this. Absolutely take advantage of this. Usually at the beginning of the NFL season, they have sites like this, have this out there. Very important. So get access to this. Again, link in the description below. Get that deposit match and jump on this free square here. We'll talk about a few plays here that you can match them up with that we'll just kind of go down the NFL here. There's big injury consideration here, right? So the big news here is we have Travis Kelce that is questionable. The last thing that came out doesn't look like he is going to play. I don't think he's going to. They said they'll kind of like see if he can give it a go, but I don't think he's going to play. Reports this morning, I don't think he's going to play. So that's kind of a big thing for him, you know. It's going to change a lot of dynamics of the receivers and everything for it. Doesn't change Patrick Mahomes, of course, but it'll change a lot of other things in that situation. So that's a big impact for the Chiefs. And Chris Jones being, out of that front line, it's really going to hurt that pass rush. Goff should have a little bit more time. And, just looking at that should open up some holes as well. Just looking at it, Detroit has one of the better offensive lines out there, and the defensive line, that interior of Noddy and Wharton is not very good at all. They should be able to run all day on him. So speaking of David Montgomery here, I kind of like the 52.5 rush yards. This opened up I think it was like 47.5 or 48.5. It got pushed up. I was kind of waiting to see what Chris Jones would kind of do here. I do like this over 52.5 rush yards. I think it's too low. I mean, I'm a Bears fan. I watched this dude run with the Bears, and they don't have an offensive line worth of crap, and he did decently. So running behind these guys with Ragnow and Decker and these guys up front, they should be able to push the line and get some yards here. And if Kelce does sit, it should help him. Casey's really good on the corners that they have, Bolton linebacker, but that front interior, I think they can do some damage there. And I think Montgomery is going to be the lead back for first and second down, and then they'll bring Gibbs in third down. We'll see what happens in what Dan Campbell does, but I do like this more than 52.5 rush yards for that aspect of it. They just should be able to especially control the clock a little bit on the road. Hopefully they get the ball first. I might not have liked it so much if I figured Jones was going to be in there, but I like it with Montgomery there over 52.5 rush yards. Another one that I'm kind of looking at here a little bit. I was surprised to see Gibbs is 4 here. Now you can get him at 3.5 a lot of other places. 4 might be at that place where you might look at taking, less than that. I might just stay away from it here at the 4 over at Parlay Play. It's just one of those where I'm not sure that we need to dig that deep into it. So I'm going to kind of leave that alone, to be honest with you. Looking at Jared Goff, I don't mind if you want to take fantasy points at 16.5. I don't mind looking at that a little bit. Not something that I'm super excited at when you get at 15.5 before, but I don't mind if you want to look at that. Coming down, St. Brown's probably where he should be. I like the receptions at 6.5. I don't mind if you want to take higher than that. We know he's definitely going to get the majority of the targets here. So, he's by far their best receiver. We don't have to go into that a ton. But 6.5, I think, is a decent line because out there it's at 7 at some places. So if you can get it at 6.5, I do like that. The rookie Sam Laporta out of Iowa. This line, again, I think he's gonna Golf definitely likes to check it down quite a bit, and Laporta is a great tight end. I do like leaning over on fantasy points and receptions and yards, but it does have some risk here. Again, this is game one, and I'm not sure I really want to go there in a lot of slips, but I do have a few slips where I have Sam Laporta and over receptions and fantasy points. Josh Reynolds, I think he's going to take a step forward here with some of those guys departed on Detroit side. I think Marvin Jones Jr. is going to be the guy that kind of struggles a little bit here. So Reynolds at 26.5, taking more of him. I don't mind looking at that. Not really going to touch too many of the defensive guys on this side. Pacheco, I do like Jerry McKinnon at 2.5 receptions. Again, if Kelsey sits, he should see a little bit more, a few more targets. Andy Reid will get these guys prepared to kind of figure out what they're going to do. So I don't mind taking more of that if you want to look at him. I don't really love Scantling. Sky Moore at 44.5. This, again, moved a ton, and a lot of that has to do with Travis Kelsey's injury. I think there's still a little bit meat left on the bone at 44.5. I still think you can go more than this. Everything reports he could have a big second year here in this offense. Again, with Juju gone, he should step up. That's a lot of targets for guys to kind of go after. And I don't mind taking a shot at Sky Moore at over 44.5 as well. So that's what I'm kind of looking at. I don't like really the tackle for loss there for Bolton. If you can get tackles and assists, I don't mind that one. I think line was at 7.5 or 8.5. I don't mind a little higher than that if you can get it. But that's what we're kind of looking at here. Again, it's game one. I'm not going to go crazy single game like this. I'm definitely going to fire a lot more bullets on Sunday where we have all the games going. But again, NFL is back. You got to take advantage of situations like this where you get a site like Parlay Play that is giving you a free square where you can pair them up with one of these. And like I said, I would probably pair them up with either David Montgomery rush yards or one of, you're going to have to pair them up with another team. It's probably David Montgomery rush yards, St. Brown's 6.5 receptions. But these are probably close to the top 5 that I do like here for this first game. And again, if you want to see more plays and picks that we have, slips that we put out, tools that we have tools for Parlay Play over at our site at dailyedgesports.com. You can check out us again in the link in the description below and see what we're all about. Again, college football as well. We do that. WNBA, NBA's coming. That's our bread and butter as well. So just everything we got. If you want to check us out, again, everything is in the link in the description below. Enjoy your Thursday night football. It is here. Pumped. Let's get after it. Like always, I'll see you on the flip side. Deuces.